Welcome back to the archives, to the archives, to the archives. I welcome you back to the archives, to the archives. It's 2009. At the archives, the Eagles flying high. At the archives, at the archives, at the archives. Ammo's archives, Ammo's archives. What's going down, Eagle fans? And welcome back to another edition of John Ammo's Archives exclusively here on YouTube. And this week it's kind of funny because the Redskins fans are a little bit quieter, the Cowboy fans are a little bit quieter, and those New York Giant fans, man, are they quiet right now. There's not a lot of woo in going around at New York Giant camp, if you know what I mean. Now, last couple weeks, couple close victories for the Philadelphia Eagles. Go Birds! Remember, it doesn't matter if you win by 3. It doesn't matter if you win by 28. Just win, baby. Just win the game. Now, 2 weeks ago, big victory against the Redskins. I wanted to say something that really bothers me, by the way. You got these guys here on the Philadelphia Action News, because as you all know, I'm local now, live in Philadelphia. Via Sikahima, he's on the channel along with 2 other guys. These guys are actually criticizing the Eagles after they won because it was a close game. They only won by 3 points, and they didn't take advantage of all, the scoring opportunities. And look, I understand where you guys are going with this, but the point of the matter is, last year the Redskins swept us. They beat us both times. This is a divisional rivalry. For us, it's a tough game. It's one of the toughest games on our schedule for whatever reason at Washington. We got the win. You guys should come out here on Action News, and you guys should praise the Eagles instead of talking shit about them like you guys always do. That's why this city is so negative all the time. Now, following week, we followed it up with a big win against the Chicago Bears. These are 2 franchises that I feel really bad about, by the way, the Bears and the Eagles. I mean, the Bears and the Redskins. Now, the Bears, Jay Cutler just looks like shit, man. He just can't play ball. He's not a competitive quarterback. He's a stats guy. He's a good fantasy football guy. But ultimately, at the end of the day, these are 2 franchises. The Bears are better off than the Redskins. At least they got good ownership. They made a terrible, terrible, terrible trade for Jay Cutler, though. The Redskins and their general management, I feel really bad for them and you guys out here, because I know there's a couple of you guys out here who represent Skins-tastic and all these, and Mike and Ike, and all you guys who are representing the Skins, man. Your team sucks, dude. Like, your team is just awful. They don't know how to build a football franchise. I know you guys won a Super Bowl in '91, and we still haven't won ours, so go ahead with your ridiculous Super Bowl comments, because that's about the only thing probably nowadays you could say. The fact of the matter is, your guys' season is over basically in October every year, and I feel really bad for you. I'm not even talking shit to you guys. You guys are like a punchline in the joke. You guys are just, nobody even takes you seriously around the league. But I feel bad for you guys. Hopefully, you guys will get a new owner and a new GM, and you guys will become competitive again. So, big things out of LaShawn McCoy the last couple weeks. This guy is looking like the Brian Westbrook, the new Brian Westbrook. The fact that the Eagles right now are winning football games without Stuart Bradley, without Brian Westbrook, without Kevin Curtis. We haven't even, with half of our offensive line banged up every week. I think it's going to be really scary come playoff time when the Eagles are back at 100%. And, that being said, the next game on the schedule is a big game against Big Blue. I'm definitely not underestimating the New York Giants, but I'll be honest with you, I'm not liking your chances. The Giants are proving what I said about them the whole time. If you give them a number 1 receiver, if you give them a Plaxico Burress type guy to go to, maybe, we're talking something. But, we beat you guys 40-17. We put up 40 points against you. So, we'll see. I'm predicting Eagles by 17 points personally. And I'm not talking shit. But I just don't think. And you know, that being said, I want to throw this out there. I think the Giants are a better football team than the Cowboys. The Cowboys are the biggest 8-8 football. I think the Giants could still pull off 9 or 10 wins, maybe. No, you're not going to beat us though. The Cowboys, they're an 8-8 football team. I've been saying since day one, in disguise. They might win 9 games. They might cough up 10 games somehow. I doubt it. They have the most difficult schedule. They play the Saints and like the Colts and the Falcons. They have a couple. All their games are tough. So, you know, Cowboys are going to miss the playoffs if they don't. I'm thoroughly confident that you guys will be one and done like you have been the last couple of years. You know, and wait till the last game of the season because that's the Eagles' revenge, and I think you guys all know it. And I think if you ask all 3 of the football teams, the Redskins, the Giants, and the Cowboy fans, who they don't want to play, they'll all tell the Eagles. Now, really quickly, we re-signed Andy Reid till 2013. You know, honestly, if I was Eagles general manager, I would have re-signed Andy Reid. He's a great head coach. He's a great general manager. He just sucks at play calling, man. It was a good move. It ensures us of, you know, 4 more years of going to the playoffs, 3-4 more years of being the successful franchise that we are. I just wish that maybe this guy would consider hiring an offensive coordinator to call the plays, because the one thing that Andy Reid, you know, again, and you guys know I've been saying this for years now out here. He does so many things good. Great general manager, great drafting assessment. Like his drafting abilities are top notch. But when it comes to the close games, and when it comes to running the play clock, and when it comes to turning offensive red zone scores into touchdowns instead of field goals, this is where Andy Reid is having problems. So I welcome the move. I like Andy. You know, I don't want to be stuck with John Gruden or, you know, some coach that's going to win 11 games one year and 5 games the next year. So that's it, man. Again, I still don't have my timer thing fixed. I got to take off. Friday night. Happy Friday, everybody. Giants, you have exactly 48 minus 12, 36 hours. 36 hours to think about the debacle that's facing you. Your last 3 outcomes against us, you guys got shellacked. You're going to get shellacked again. Eagles, Super Bowl. We're going to take out the Saints. We're going to take out the Vikings. They're the best team in the NFC. Donovan McNabb, Philadelphia Eagles. This is our year. Believe, baby, because I know I do. John Amel, Archives.